Well, Deb Murphy filed this report for Sierra Wave Media, noting that Inyo County's Board of Supervisors had a packed agenda last Tuesday. Some of the highlights: after a series of discussions on consultation protocol with the county's tribes, Inyo's planning department came up with a process that met the needs of both the county and area reservations. The next step is to customize procedures with the 5 tribes, each of whom will have 2 supervisors participating in those consultations, including Dan Tothero and Rick Pucci with the Bishop Paiute tribe, Mark Tillemans and Tothero with the Big Pine Paiute tribe of the Owens Valley, Fort Independence Paiute tribe, Matt Kingsley and Tillemans, and the Timbishaw Shoshone tribe, Jeff Griffiths and Kingsley. The Native American Heritage Commission has offered training to the Inyo County supervisors. Now, the county's interim ordinance prohibiting new non-groundwater neutral agriculture around Pearsonville was extended for a 2nd year. The issue came up when inquiries were made by a pistachio farmer. The area is in the Indian Wells groundwater basin, designated in critical overdraft. Now, the basin's groundwater sustainability agency is working on a plan to achieve sustainability by 2020 under the Sustainable Groundwater Management Act. Inyo supervisors also voted to go ahead with public hearings or a call for projects vying for the Department of Housing and Urban Development's Community Development Block Grants. The one misgiving was an increased workload for a already short-staffed Inyo County Planning Department. Inyo planner Catherine Richards explained even if other entities applied for and wrote their own grants, the department would have to oversee and verify. When asked, Richards said the department did have the capacity to hold the hearings and could probably work on grants. One primary project would be the Lone Pine water system. The first hearing would focus on an overview of the grant process. The second would be project specific. Now, said Inyo Chair Jeff Griffiths, quote, "It's important to hold the hearings. It's an opportunity to do some good. It's up to us to be judicious in the choice of projects," end quote. Richards presented the alternatives available for the county to deal with short-term rentals. Think Airbnb, people renting their homes or parts of their home to visitors. Now, currently the practice of renting for less than 30 days is not allowed in Inyo County, but the practice still goes on and has generated complaints from neighbors. Now, according to Richard, staff has also received inquiries from homeowners wanting to do short-term rentals legally. Now, while nobody was tickled with the practice, the consensus was to figure out a way to allow short-term rentals with the least impact on neighborhoods. The conclusion was conditional use permits with specific restrictions and a strong public outreach program. Richards explained the permits go through the Planning Commission, requiring a public process and the imposition of restrictions. Again, we thank Deb Murphy for that update. And we'll note that the Inyo County Clerk Recorder and Register of Voters Office informing the public that there will be a swearing-in ceremony for elected officers. Inyo County Board of Supervisors Jeff Griffiths, as well as Mark Tillemans and Matt Kingsley. Now, the public is welcome to attend. This will be taking place Tuesday, January 3rd, starting at noon at the historic courthouse courtroom in Independence. Well, the Inyo County Superintendent of Schools and Office of Education kicking off a new county-wide 1 Million Acts of Kindness campaign. A press release notes the goal is to shine a spotlight on students, staff, community members, and partner organizations who display simple acts of kindness every day. It is also the desire to encourage even more kindness, civility, and caring as they strive to log 1 million acts of kindness by the end of this school year. Press release notes that we might even become known as Inyo County, where kindness counts. Now, you are asked to please join the campaign by being kind to one another, to animals, and to our planet. Sounds easy enough, doesn't it? When you are kind or witness someone else being kind, you can go online to the website inyokindness.us, click on the link, let your act of kindness count toward the goal, again, reaching 1 million acts of kindness by the end of the school year. And again, that's inyokindness.us. Well, the Mono Arts Council's Winter Art Festival is starting Tuesday inside the Minaret Village Shopping Center by the Mammoth Vons. The festival will feature work from returning and new artists, including photography by Vern Clevenger, Stone Blossoms by Kathy Enright, Muka Hats and Knitwear by Debbie Clausen, Mixed Media Art by Jack Durnford, Metal Art by Todd Ernst, and Beaded Jewelry by Valerie Black, Hanji Art, Lillian Smart, and Mountain Made Tie-Dye by Christine Buckman. Now that show is going to be opening Tuesday, December 20th, and will run through December 31st, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Show will be closed on Christmas Day, as well as the national holiday coming up on Monday, December 26th. Also, Santa Claus will again be at the Minaret Village Mall. That'll be this Wednesday through Friday from 3 to 6 p.m. And also on Friday from 3 to 6, holiday festivities will include the Honors String Students performing an ornament decorating station, Santa, and yes, hot beverages. We'll be back with a weather report.